Hey y'all, this is Carla here, and I just watched the first episode of season 2 of Gotham. It's called Damned If You Do, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about it, give it a little review just to see where we're at. And see, the thing is, I was actually pretty excited about Gotham season 2. This show hasn't always been the best, and season 1 was kind of up and down for me. Like, there were some episodes I really liked, and there were some episodes that were just like, what? But I was actually excited about season 2 because I find the Gotham characters the most interesting when they're basically being completely insane. I think that's way more interesting than when they're trying to make me like them. Because, I don't want to like these characters. I mean, of course, Gordon, yeah, you kind of have to like him, and you have to like Bruce because he's going to be Batman, and Alfred and all that sort of stuff. But everybody around them, they're all bad guys. I don't want to like them. I don't want them to kill the mystique of an evil character or an insane character just because they want to make them rounded up. There are some characters where that just doesn't work, and the Batman villains are kind of that for me. So I really like to see them just slowly going insane, all of them. And because season 2 has this tagline that it's going to be like the rise of the villains, I was actually excited to see that. I want to see them all go freaking insane. You know what I mean? So I thought the season finale of Gotham actually did a good job with that, because Enigma started going crazy, killed his first victim, and he has personality issues, and Penguin finally became the king of Gotham, quote unquote, and Barbara has been such a non-character through the entire season that it was great to actually see her go evil, because I think that actually makes her way more interesting as a character. So I really like the idea of them focusing on the villains in this season, so I was really excited to actually see how they started this up, and it was a good first episode for me. I really liked the part I liked the most is that this show is really, I mean, it started off taking itself really seriously, but I think by now they've embraced the campiness, because a Batman prequel is just, you're just never going to get to the point where it's as good as Batman. It's just not gonna happen. So I kind of like the idea that they've embraced what they really are, which is just a show that happens to have the characters from Batman, but it's really not meant to like lead us to Batman. So I like that they've embraced the campiness of it all, like little whimsy moments, like for example Barbara's prison cell uniform at Gotham being a little dress and stuff like that. I really like it, and just the morbid whimsy that they show, like for example when Penguin goes in to like quote unquote kill Commissioner Loeb, and Victor just pops up the head of the dead guard and starts talking with it. I thought that made me, I mean, probably makes me a horrible person, but I laughed. I really laughed, and I think little moments like that are really fun, and they really make me forgive this show for a lot of its inconsistencies, just because it makes me laugh in that morbid way, and I really like it. So that was good. I liked Barbara's interaction with Jerome. It was nice to see Jerome again. I'm really looking forward to see what they do with him, if he actually is the Joker. I would like him to be the Joker, because I think he did a heck of a great job in his one episode in season 1. And I definitely want to see what becomes of him, especially if he becomes the Joker. Jim's plot line, I mean, it was okay. You knew he wasn't going to just go look for another job. This is Jim Gordon we're talking about. He has to go up the ranks at some point, so he has to be back as a cop eventually. So it wasn't that big of a deal. I really liked the conversation he had with Bruce, because you can see shades of what the mentality of Bruce, of what his way of thinking is going to become. It's like he recognizes that dirtying his hands is not something the police should do, or not something that Gordon as a mentor of sorts should do. And eventually that will lead him to think, well, if the cops don't or can't get their hands dirty in order to get this city to where it should be, then someone has to do it. And that's where his vigilantism kind of comes from. So I really like that. And speaking of Bruce, I love that kid. And David Mazouz is so cute, and he's grown up a lot since this show started. So that's really adorable to me. Like, at the beginning of the show, you could see him, like, all his his little suits just kind of floated on him, and he's really growing into himself. I like that, because it's kind of tough to see Batman in him when he's so young, but you can sort of see flashes of that here, and he's really started to grow into his own, and I think he's gonna be a great character in this season. Because I am a chemist, I really like the idea of them just blowing up the Batcave door. I thought the letter from Bruce's father was kind of cheesy, kind of, already been done before, so didn't do much for me. But I just like the whole idea of Bruce wanting to blow up the door with a bomb. And it's like, I looked it up, I read a book, it's totally easy. Yeah, it's not, but let's go with it, because the show just does that. I'm not sure I buy Penguin as the king of Manhattan, of Gotham City, because he's just really not that threatening. And he kind of became king by default, so I just don't really buy him in the role, and I hope he really does something big to make him seem like the threatening mob boss that he's supposed to be sometime in this season. So I hope that one comes to pass. As far as the new people, this Theo guy, I don't know who he is, seems properly okay. He's in a position of power in the Chamber of Commerce in Gotham, so I guess he's going to be sort of like a Commissioner Loeb figure, like someone who's respected in the community, but behind the scenes is just an evil bastard. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not sure what he's planning to do with the Arkham people. Like, is he building a Suicide Squad of some sort? But it's gonna be interesting, because I don't think you can control those people. Like, maybe he can get to Barbara, because she's, like, easily manipulable. Easy to manipulate, and I don't know, if you know what she wants, I guess you could do that. But Jerome, I don't see him playing well in a group. I mean, up to a point he will, because he's smart. But, yeah, eventually he will gear up on his own. I like that they're out of Arkham now, though, so that's good. And lastly, the whole Gordon thing, having to kill someone and collect money for Penguin to get his job back. It's okay. I mean, he's back now, and Commissioner Essen, I cheered for that. I like her, but I don't necessarily think that she'll be any better than Loeb. Like, I think at some point she'll be cornered by the crime syndicates, and they'll end up in the same position, except, she's actually a decent person, and if she turns, it won't be because she wants to, or because of greed or anything. It will be because they force her. So that's what I'm hoping for her. But even so, like, I don't really know what Jim thinks he's doing, like, if he knows what he's getting into. That's basically the subtitle of this show. Jim Gordon doesn't know what he's getting into. But I found it interesting that they never showed Lee's reaction to that. I mean, I know that Jim has a point where he just goes, okay, I have to do it, because if I have to be in a position, if I want to be in a position to help the city, then I have to get my hands dirty. But I don't see Leslie actually thinking that way. So it'll be interesting to see where their relationship goes now that she knows that he did something he shouldn't have done. I hope she doesn't just go away. That scared me a little, that she wants to go away, because I really, really like Miranda Buchanan, and I thought she's an awesome character, and I really like her as Leslie. So I guess we'll see. It was a good start to a new season, and I'm intrigued as to what's coming, as to this focus and villains they have. So it was pretty good. After an uneven season last time, I'm really looking forward to see what Gotham can do this time around. So that's about it. Be sure to go to thegeekypub.com to read and listen to other reviews for other shows we have. We have a bunch of Gotham Season 1 reviews, so if you haven't seen those, be sure to visit. And I'll see you guys in my next review. So, bye!